Hi, welcome to my first video with a webcam. Reason I'm adding a webcam, this recording went to shit, as you can probably imagine, because that's normally what happens with my Sims recording. I had planned to do my first webcam video all nice, with nice makeup and nice hair and a fancy outfit. And then I just didn't have the time, and I look like shit because I was working last night, and I've just got in from a night shift, so woo! But yeah, basically, this video is, it's just going to be screenshots. It's going to be me talking over screenshots of everything that happened, because the recording software that I used to use has now decided that I'm not allowed to do that unless I pay for it. So, and also still isn't recording audio for no reason other than it feels like it. So, yeah, this is my long-winded intro. Sorry for this. And I'm also going to have to put in a picture of my very professional setup, because I feel like you guys would appreciate that. But yeah, welcome, and without further ado, let's crack on. So where we left off with last episode, Ruby was pregnant. Because yay, Sims likes to ruin my Sims plans. But yeah, she was pregnant. She was about to age up into a young adult, and it was Christmas. So basically, the way this video started was it was Christmas. They had a family Christmas breakfast, and then Ruby went into labour on Christmas Day. So she went to the hospital. She had the little baba. Mum went with her because obviously Emil, you're not wanted here. Go away. And then when she'd given birth, she had a girl. We named the baby Blaine. I googled names that mean yellow, and apparently Blaine is one. I always thought it was more of a male name, but apparently it's a female name. But yeah, so we have little baby Blaine, and I quite liked it because apparently in English it means unknown, I think, or uncertain, something like that. And I kind of liked the idea that, you know, given the circumstances in which Blaine was conceived, she's probably going to doubt her upbringing a little bit, maybe. And given where the challenge is supposed to go with Yellow, that'll be nice. So after Blaine was born, Ruby came back. She pretty much aged up immediately. So as soon as she aged up, I had her apply for university. I actually downloaded a university mod. I can't remember exactly what the mod was, but it basically makes the process of applying for university more realistic, so you have to get like reference letters and stuff like that. However, I had to wait a good 4 days for the admissions interview because it took forever and it kept glitching out. And in the time that I was actually waiting for the admissions interview, Blaine aged up. But whilst I was waiting, Ruby was just, she was focusing on her uni stuff. She was doing her research and debate. She was doing her writing. She got her writing skill up pretty high, actually. And the whole time she was doing that, obviously, Liana was the one that ended up looking after little baby Blaine. So Liana and Blaine have a really, really good relationship, but Blaine and Ruby, not so much. But yeah, as I said, Blaine aged up into a lovely little toddler. So we gave her a makeover. Everything was yellow themed, of course. We gave her blonde hair. She still has crazy toddler eyes because I haven't worked out what bug that is yet. But yeah, so we have her every day, her formal, her sleepwear, her swimwear, her party wear, her hot weather wear, and her cold weather wear. She's got quite a look, I'll go with that. But it's kind of hard to find things that are yellow and look good together. It's going to be a challenge. I'm not lying to you. I think it's going to be easier as an adult, but for the toddler stuff that I have, because I don't have as much CC, was not going well. But yeah, and obviously with her aging up, she was going to need a toddler room, so I just kind of made it yellow, put in some toddler furniture. I didn't really do that much to it, to be honest. It's kind of exactly the same. But yeah, and going forward from that, it was still Liana that was teaching Blaine. I gave her the independent trait because I figured that she was going to be spending a lot of time not around Ruby, and if Liana wasn't around to help her, then she probably was going to struggle a bit. And I think she kind of is a very independent sim anyway, in terms of where her challenge is supposed to lead. So she's an independent toddler. I have a preschool mod, so she's doing really well at preschool. She's got a lot of skills at preschool, but you know, as you can see, Ruby just isn't there for her. Blaine came all the way down the stairs to have her dinner with Ruby, and Ruby just ignored her and carried on studying. So, you know, there's not really much you can do about that, to be honest. So once the admissions interview had come through, Ruby was in no, like, she was not waiting around. She was going straight to uni, and Blaine stayed at home with Liana, who is going to be her main caretaker until Liana passes, which I don't think is very long. I had to change my age rating because my age span, because with how long it was taking, Liana wasn't going to survive past Ruby going to university, so I had to set it back up to long just to do that, because otherwise the whole thing was just going to be a disaster. And I did have it on the shortest one, so, you know, we tried that and see how it went. But yeah, Ruby rushed off to her university housing, which I will be editing in a stream. I'm going to be doing my first sim stream. It's going to be a build stream, so I will put my Twitch link down below, but yeah, keep an eye out for that if you're interested. That should be coming within the next few days. But yeah, and I got her doing the history degree because that's going to help her with the politician career. And funnily enough, Ruby was so excited to get started that she just turned up in her underwear. So that was a great first impression for you there, Ruby. Good job with that one. So that was the main bulk of like actual content that happened in the video. It was like 5 hours long for not a lot of stuff, just because of getting through kind of the process of everything. But other little things that have happened that are going to be relevant to the series, I guess, maybe. Rudy aged up. He's now an adult. He is in the painter career because apparently he wanted the painter aspiration, so that's what Rudy's doing. Also, when I invited everyone round for Christmas morning dinner, I invited little Tommy Tinker and Aaron, of course, and Tommy aged up. So we gave Tommy a makeover. So here is his everyday, his formal, his athletic, his sleepwear, his swimwear, his party wear, his hot weather wear, and his cold weather wear. And then I noticed, because we invited Macy round, I noticed that Macy was an elder, and Macy was still looking like the goddess that she is. So I had to change that. It broke my heart, but she couldn't be an elder and look like that. So here is Macy's everyday, her formal, her athletic, her sleepwear, her swimwear, her party wear, her hot weather wear, and her cold weather wear. And then on top of Macy, her little twinnaroos. I don't know what happened to her husband, by the way. Her husband just didn't exist. I think he's potentially... I've got MCC set so that elders going to care homes when they're in unplayed households, which I had to dig to find Macy as well. So that was a thing. But yeah, husband has disappeared, so potentially dead. Who knows? But yeah, I found her kids, and her kids had some... They had some interesting outfits going on, so I gave them a little bit of a CC. I think the boy's called Javier. I may be wrong on that, but we're going on the basis that he is called Javier. I didn't really care for him, so I spent probably about 10 minutes making him over. But yeah, here's his everyday, his formal, his athletic, his sleepwear, his swimwear, his party wear, his hot weather wear, and his cold weather wear. And then we have Kelly. Now, Kelly is like... I looked at her, and she was the reason I wanted to do the makeovers, because I was kind of like, that is some interesting CC you have going on there, Kelly. And then I made her over, and I was like, you know what? Kelly's pretty cool. And now she's like one of my favourite Sims that I've ever created, and I'm kind of sad because she's probably not going to be that involved in the series. But yeah, there is Kelly's everyday, her formal, her athletic, her sleepwear, her swimwear, her party wear, her hot weather wear, and her cold weather wear. But yeah, that's all to do with the family. As another little bonus, I wanted to create some Sims specifically for university, for Ruby, some roommates. I did this just whilst I was at my partner's because I was bored and I wanted to make some Sims, and I was like, hey, they're pretty cool, like, we'll carry them over. But then I forgot that because I have MCC wanted to, you know, make them have their own lives. So we have a lovely little cast of characters. And that cast is Derek, Evan, Tessa, Layla, Cindy, and then I also chucked Kathy in there because we wanted Kathy to be a roommate as well, but I didn't want to control Kathy, so that was the way we did that. Finding these guys in the depths of the households was just ridiculous. It took so long to find them. And these weren't the only ones I made. I'm pretty sure there was like 2 more, maybe 3 more. I might have even done a full thing of 8. But these were the only 5 that I could find. So these are the 5 we're going with. Also, a little bit of drama. I think I've got some broken mods in here somewhere because Evan and Derek were both sad about a dead spouse. But there's nothing in their relationships. There's nothing in their family tree. Like, I couldn't find anything. Evan has a child. But even more interesting, Derek and Layla apparently were the ones that would they MCC palmed, like, paired them off together. They had a kid together, and Layla also has a kid from somebody else. So supposedly Layla is the one that's dead, but she's looking pretty damn alive in the photo there. And also Kathy has married somebody called Jimmy Okamoto or something. So apparently Kathy's married. I'm not sure if she has a kid. Didn't check that. We'll probably need to check that because she's probably got like 7. You know how MCC works. But yeah, these are my lovely little guys. They've all got different personalities and whatnot. They are actually, I'm not going to take credit because, or full credit, because I hate making actual Sims. I love making them over, but their facial structure and stuff like that, I'm just not very good at it. Like, I'm going to be real honest. So, other than Kathy, who obviously was an NPC related to Aaron, I got all of these guys from the gallery. Didn't have, like, any of the CC that they had. So I just kind of made them over, tried to recreate the same looks. So they are all on the gallery. As other people's Sims, I should probably credit them. It was a long time ago. I'm really sorry. But thank you for your amazing Sims. But yeah, what I basically got them to do was I got them... I put them in Liana's old flat. Obviously, you guys wouldn't have seen it because I didn't record my mint portion of the challenge. But I originally had her in a really cool apartment that then bugged out, so I couldn't use anything in it. But I cleared the apartment and I got them farming all their university applications. So you've got like a proper, like, little sweat thing going on here. But because I've moved them in, right? Look who turned up at the door. Look who turned up for the welcoming party. Emil. Did we answer that door? Like, fuck we did. Like, no, we have no interest in Emil. Emil's not going to be in any part of this challenge from this point forwards. He's ruined it. He's burnt his bridges. That's on him for being an arsehole. Tina Tinker is also there. So basically it's just everybody from, you know, the apartments and that. Oh, probably should point out that for the guys who had kids, if you're wondering where the kids went, I kind of just chose one random sim and dumped all the kids on them. So they're babysitting everybody's kids, basically. Should be interesting. But yeah, and then whilst they were waiting for like various portions of their university activities, I just chucked a load of random activities into the apartment and figured I'd let them all off in the wild to see what kind of things they went for. Most of them did nothing. Layla was very creative. She liked painting. Kathy liked singing and telling comedy, which, you know, I could see that of Kathy, like, it was pretty accurate. And the rest of them just kind of stood around chatting. I think there was probably some flirting going on. Tessa is moody. Tessa is real angry. Like, she's just an angry sim. So we should have some drama with Tessa, which could be quite interesting. But yeah, they've kind of built up little relationships and stuff already. I did have needs locked for that portion because obviously I couldn't be bothered to furnish an apartment for like 6 sims. That was just effort. I just wanted to enroll them in university. But yeah, and then using Little Miss Sam's roommate mods, I then moved them all into university with Ruby. They're all doing varying degrees, by the way, because obviously none of them qualified for the distinguished degrees. But yeah, or they did. Some, I think Layla qualified for a painting distinguished degree because she built up all her skills. But yeah, so they are all in there, and yeah, the next time you will see the Not So Berry Challenge will probably actually be the build stream beforehand. I will upload it to the playlist as well afterwards, in case you don't catch it live. But yeah, sorry this is such a weird way of doing a Sims video. I recorded like 5 hours. That 5 hours was completely useless. I probably spent about 2 hours trying to fix it, and I just couldn't. There was nothing I could do. So then I was doing I went through and got all screenshots and stuff, because obviously I'd already saved, so I couldn't just go through and re-record it. And in doing so, that took me another 2 hours, I think. And then no, that took 5 hours. That's a lie. The screenshots and the makeovers, because I did the makeovers in that bit, that took 5 hours. Putting together all of the screenshots in order and the captions and stuff like that took 2 hours. And now I've spent almost an hour doing the voiceover for it. So, for such a short, basic video, it has taken literally half of my life. Like, I'm getting grey hairs, I'm pretty sure, and some wrinkles, and this abomination on, I'm doing the circle the wrong way, this abomination on my nose, which, whatever. But yeah, hopefully, I'm just gonna switch to OBS. Still use Filmora for editing, but Wondershare Demo Creator, you're going in the bin, friend. You've failed me enough times. But yeah, hopefully we'll do the stream, and then following that, the actual content videos will be actual videos. Yeah, I don't know whether I'll include the webcam. I want to. I kind of want that to be a permanent feature now, and I feel like I've committed to it. So yeah, but anyway, enough of me rambling. I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I'm going to go to bed because I can't even speak properly apparently. But yeah. Thank you all if you have watched this video. Sorry for the weird format. I hope it wasn't too boring. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye!